to the next presentation from Samki Tech, which is one of the well-established company in this space. They generate oil from the plastic. So it's a very patented high-tech operation. I would like to welcome Mr. Sampath and Ms. Akila Siddiqui, Director, to lead the presentation. Over to you, sir and ma'am.
Yes. Hello, Dr. Chari. Hello, everyone there. Thank you, Dr. Chari, ASCII, Dr. Malini for this opportunity. Sorry, Mr. Sampath is not in town, so I have to represent my company here. Pyro Green Energy is a part of Samki Group, which is into the field of recycling from the last 20 years. So from last 20 years, we're doing different kind of plastic recyclings. Then at one point of time, we came to this non-recyclable plastics problem. What about the plastics which cannot be segregated? How you can recycle them? Heterogeneous kind of plastics, composite plastics. Then we developed this technology. It's a completely indigenous technology to convert mixed plastic, non-recyclable plastics into oil. Next slide, please. Yeah, so I was talking about the technology to convert mixed non-recyclable plastic waste into fuel oil. It's a pyrolysis, it's a patented technology wherein we heat the plastics to certain temperatures and convert into gas and then condense the gas back into oil. Our focus is on the material which is going to the landfill, which is going to the water bodies, which is creating a threat to the health, to the environment. So our focus is on the non-recyclable plastics. Yeah, next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah. So I want to talk more on this kind of plastic, what we can use in our technology. Many people are doing pyrolysis. It's like there are many industries working in India, all over the world, but people are focusing in some plastics like PP, PE or something like that. Our focus was from the start, our focus was on the mixed plastics, which is heterogeneous in state. Means two different plastics stuck together. There's composite barriers, plastics found from the MSW, which is a dirty state, which cannot be washed, which cannot be sorted out. So we were working on the catalyst for this, some kind of catalyst which is able to crack different plastics together. So this technology, we have succeeded in doing this. Now our technology can process all the plastic waste which is sorted out from the municipal solids. Also, we can do polyurethane frame, thermocol, which is very voluminous in the waste stream. You can see all this lying on the roadsides, in the landfill. The major portion is this voluminous material. Then now we are talking about the single-use plastics, plastics used in packaging, the adhesive tapes, plastics from the biomining, which is lying in the ground for years, the dirty plastics, multi-layer films, which cannot be recycled by any conventional method. So even the FRPs. FRP is the fiber reinforced plastic where the glass fibers are there. So again, it is difficult to recycle through a conventional method of extrusion and make into granules. So with this technology, we are trying to solve the problems of recycling non-recyclable mixed plastic waste. Yes, next slide, please. So what is catalytic pyrolysis? Again, as everyone know, I think somebody else has also given a presentation on pyrolysis before me. So we are doing it on a bigger scale and our process is a continuous process. So my smallest plant starts from 3 tons per day or 5 tons per day. That's 5,000 kg of plastic we can do in a day. We heat the plastics indirectly in the absence of oxygen to a very high temperatures of 500, 600 degrees centigrade. Then we add some kind of catalysts. It's our patented technology. So I cannot reveal the catalyst and that thing here. So this catalyst breaks this polymer chains into monomers, and at the same time, it avoids formation of any kind of harmful or toxic substances in that. So this special catalyst converts the plastics into hydrocarbons, which we take it back in the form of oil. So what I want to say, there are no toxic emission from the process. We have taken all the test results. It's as per the CPCB norms. We are much under the norms. Yes. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are some of our reference plants. So based on the feedstock, we have done different plants. It's like ours is a continuous technology. So continuously we need to feed the plastics, continuously oil is produced, and continuously we collect the ash, what is generated. The non-condensable gases, it's taken back for heating. So it's like a circular process. So we don't waste any energy. At the same time, when we heat it, indirectly, when we heat it, to get the temperature of 500 degree, we need to heat to a temperature of about 1000 degree. So we don't want to waste that much heat. So we have a heat exchanger. We had a heat recovery facility in our system, wherein we make use of the heat. Then they give the same back for heating, and then we store the gases and run with the gas itself. So no input energy required. Once you start the process, only some initial heating by outside source required, then later it runs on its own. So we have different capacities plants, right from 3 tons per day, 5 tons per day, 10 tons, 20 tons. I'll show you in the next slides. We have done few plants. Our own plant is running in Pashamalaram, Sangareddy district. So that is of a capacity 5 tons per day. Then recently we have installed one plant in Panipat that is exclusively for plastics from the e-waste. All kind of your mobiles, your computers, everything has some kind of plastic which is stuck with the metal or something like that. So this you can directly feed into a reactor, and the metal parts comes out with the ash, and whatever the plastic content, it gets converted into oil. Yes. It's a completely, yeah, one thing I want to, it's a completely automatic plant. We have taken care of all the safety features, as it's like European standards we have maintained for the safety. The output is the fuel oil, which can replace the furnace oil in the market. We cannot sell it as diesel or petrol, but it has the same calorific value of diesel, 10,000 plus. Then I have the oil report, which is I think not clearly visible, but the sulfur content, the flash point, everything is as good as diesel. So it can be easily used as a furnace oil. It's much better than furnace oil in terms of heating capacity and the viscosity. We get about 40 to 50% of oil, and again it depends upon the feedstock. The purer the plastic material, the more the oil quantity. If you have some contaminants in the plastics, like some kind of a colorant, dust, sand, even the oil, grease, in the this kind of thing comes with the plastic, then it comes out in the form of ash. But it reduces your yield. Yeah, please, next slide. Next slide, please. monoxide, everything. If you can check. Yeah, next slide, please. So we are offering solutions to dispose all the plastic which is going to the landfill, which is going to the water bodies. And this technology we are offering on a turnkey basis. We'll come with the complete plant and machinery and set up the plant for whoever is interested. I'll come with the business model in next slide. So in terms of feedstock, we can do either for a different, like paper mill waste is also, the plastic generated in paper mills is huge. So we can set up one plant only for paper mill waste or e-waste plastics from the e-waste, or we can do for the mixed plastics also. So we'll give complete support in terms of technology, in terms of operation and maintenance. And even we can improve the quality of the fuel oil. What is our output oil? If you want to take it to the Euro 4 norms, we can reduce the sulfur levels by adding some additives. So we are working on that also, on improving the quality of the oil. Yes. Next slide, please.
Quick time check.
These are the few capacities what we are offering. So 3-ton plants, complete project cost I'm talking about will range around 2 crores, whereas 20 TPD will come in the 5 crore range. So in 2 to 5 crore, you have different capacities. So it includes the shed, not the land, shed and a complete plant and machinery installation cost on turnkey basis. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, I want to talk on business model for a little. So what we are looking for is some kind of funding, CSR funding or funding from the, maybe municipality can set up, bigger municipalities can do this, or the corporates or industries who are generating, using plastics in their packaging and who wants to do something under their EPR, they can come forward for this. So for a typical 5 TPD plant, the capex is about 2.5 crores. And this will give you a profit about 60 lakhs, where we are considering the cost of the waste at 2 rupees per kg. We are considering as a mixed plastic waste from the municipal solid waste. So the return on investment is about 3 years. Operation and maintenance included in the cost will generate some employment for 20 people about for a 5 TPD plant. And at the same time, we save cost on sending this material to the cement plants or for incineration. So that way, it's a very lucrative project as in terms of commercial model. It's both social and commercial model, you can call it. Yes. So with this, maybe I thank again Eski for this opportunity. So our punchline is, this is the only technology to process any plastics in India. Any plastics, all kind of mixed plastics. Yes. Thank you so much. I am ready for any questions.
Ma'am, there is one question from Mr.
Yes.
Srinivas Manikalli. He wants to know that if you don't mind, would you be able to share the names of the catalysts that you use?
That's what it's a patented one. Maybe. We have also patented.
These also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one or two quick points.
Yes, Dr.
Ms. Vicky. So one is, will you be able to establish this facility on the existing legacy dump grounds where the plastic is of heterogeneous in nature? Because that is a big problem in India right now. Municipalities are very small, big.
Correct. So, I understand what you're trying to say.
So the legacy waste friends, as you know, all your municipalities have large volumes of legacy waste in our backyards. And the Green Tribunal is given very strict deadlines to us to solve the problem. So maybe Siddhiki, you can talk about it. Yeah, you can speak about it.
Yeah. Last few years, so many tenders on the legacy waste. So many people are doing biomining. So lately, we have tested this material in our plant. We have taken biomining waste from a company called Sigma, Coimbatore. Maybe many people know Sigma are the leaders in the biomining. And we have tried their material. It is giving 40% yield to us. So now these people maybe, Then one more company from Malad, Mumbai. So I don't want to disclose the names. So this people are trying to set up in their facility itself, this kind of setup. Yeah. So definitely, this is a very good technology to convert the plastics from the biomining waste, which otherwise will go to the cement plants, and that will cost so much for the transport and other things. And here you are creating value out of it. It's like you're creating value from the ground.
Professor Chari, I'll just ask one more question because many participants are in YouTube. They can't see the chat box. So just an important question, Chari. So the one question, ma'am, by Mr. Kumar, he says, can WPPO be an alternate fuel? Would you have a response for that?
WPPO.
Yeah, can it be an alternate?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can they
Even I don't
expand?
know what is it. Can they expand? Yes.
Okay.
Let's
Let
Okay.
us say.
And then there is
So-
also a question regarding how is the oil buyer's supply chain? Is
It's
it
very
easy
good.
to
I'll tell
manage?
you. I'll brief you on that. The oil, as I told you, it can replace furnace oil, any heating oil in all your industries. And in terms of viscosity and heating oil, is much better than the furnace oil. So we're getting very good response from industries. Presently, we are selling our oil to Breaks India Chennai. Ramco Cements also has an inquiry. India Cements wants this kind of oil. So this all the cement companies, whoever is using oil for heating application, they find it as a very good alternative. Yes.
So I think this is great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much again for sharing
Yes.
your experience, and very practical, and it can be easily scalable. Thank you very much, Ms. Aditi.
Yes.